Humans have used tattoos for many years. The earliest forms of tattoos date back to 3250 BCE. That is when the famous Iceman lived. The Iceman is one of the first people to have tattoos. He had them on various parts of the body, including his hands and along his spine, presumably to alleviate pain. The reasons for tattoos range from showing love to anger or just simply wanting ink on your body. Over time, tattoos have changed forms and meanings, and now old meanings could be making a comeback.
The ancient art of tattooing was very sacred for many tribal groups. And so from my perspective, much of what we've lost more recently has been the belief of utilizing art to be able to really define what you believe and then to share what you believe. And so ancient history around tattoos is ancient.
Protection for the child in the womb and during childbirth. But apart from child protection, the tattoos of the New Kingdom during ancient Egypt could have meant a lot more. They were symbols for sexuality as well as religion. But these meanings have changed over time. During the 1950s, tattoos became popular amongst criminals. This made the before meaningful images of tattoos change. As stated in an article written by New University, the University of California, Irvine, for early citizens of the United States, body art became negatively associated with all things savage and unknown. During the 1970s, bikers and motorcycle gangs began wearing ink on their bodies as well, adding on to the already negative stigma around tattoos.
Could represent the gang they are a part of. It could represent where they came from, people they know, kids, significant others.
During the 19th and 20th century, this negative stigma surrounding tattoos prevented many from getting jobs. Tattoos were associated with promiscuity and recklessness, and many employers denied jobs to those that had any form of visible ink on them. But times have changed.
You will learn different things about what we use tattoos for now. So from my personal perspective, it's a way of, I guess the word would be marking significant times in my life in a way that's artistic and very reflective of what I believe. I put a lot of time and energy and thought into those art pieces, and they have deep meaning for me, and the process is very important. And even as a parent, how I informed and guided my son in his experiences was very much connected to that value.
Immediately judge people, just because, like I said, the guy I work with got tattoos. I know at least one other deputy that's got tattoos. My immediate supervisor, my primary supervisor, has tattoos. So just tattoos.
Percent of Americans have tattoos, which adds up to around 45 million people who spend around $1.6 billion on ink a year. The industry is estimated to grow by $1.1 billion by 2020. Although meaningful and thoughtful tattoos were tainted for a few centuries, they seem to be reappearing in today's society.
But last year I was at Standing Rock for the protest, or the support of protecting our water. And when I returned from Standing Rock, part of what a group of us did was talk about the importance of really making that a life's work. And so I believe strongly in protecting our water and our air and our natural resources. I also believe strongly not in the trendiness of First Nations belief systems, but in the deep spiritual connection to the earth and the wisdom that our First Nations carry. And so, returning from Standing Rock, I got a tattoo of the medicine shield of the Lakota tribe and a feather, and then the snake, which represents my commitment to stand in allied position with people protecting our natural resources.
But we do encourage people to really think out their design so that they love it forever and that we're not just covering it in like a couple years, you know.
If you make those choices, you will live with what you've chosen.